Are you there? Can you hear my voice? Do you hear my breath? Are you out there? Forgive me, priest, for I have sinned in the ring of fire. Tonight, I would have loved you for 1,000 years. I would have died for you. I would have sacrificed it all, my dear. I would have bled for you. Till death do us part. You are unholy right from the start. It's a nice night for a black wedding. Nice night for a black wedding. Nice night for a black wedding.
What is up, guys? Dashing here, bringing you yet another episode of CMV, and live we are for the go-home edition of Shockwave. That's right, Absolution this Sunday. You better be there, or you're gonna be square. Who wants to be square? Let's be honest. But we have a great night of action, as always, in store, and getting things started with a bit of a preview of what's to come this Sunday and the very first ever War Games match, as Harvey Hastings and James Wolf of Kill Your Heroes going to be taking on the Cousins of Chaos Tornado Tag Team matchup here. And in our main event, of course, it'll be Jason Spade of Team Bloody Brit taking on Peligro, a.k.a., or rather formerly known as Danger Cat, who we now know will be the fourth member of Team Kill Your Heroes. And the Anarchy Championship will be on the line, but more importantly, guys, we know that on Octane, this upcoming Friday, Josh Wolf and the Bloody Brit gonna finally meet one-on-one, the winner to earn the advantage for their team in the War Games match. So momentum all throughout the week on the line between both sides. And here comes Sean Kinney and Jeremy Barmore. Now, Kill Your Heroes have been a thorn in the side of these two since the start of the new season. I'm sure more than happy to have a bit of help from Spade and Britt come War Games at Absolution this Sunday. But a Tornado Tag Team matchup this is. We know the rules. All four men active at the same time. No tags necessary. To win by pin or submission in the ring. Let's see if Team Bloody Brit can get the night started strong. With the Cousins of Chaos picking up a win here. Absolution shaping up to be a simply cannot miss event, along with the very first ever War Games match in CMV history. Of course, now know Richard Delaney winning that #1 contenders match last episode of Shockwave will challenge Bison for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, and he's in action tonight, Richard Delaney, that is. Looking for a last bit of momentum himself. As well as the King of the Hill match, our final qualifier taking place here tonight. 8 men gonna compete. Last chance. Who's gonna get that 6th and final spot? Who's gonna join Paul Devine, Danger Cat, Mr. Green, Hunter Quinn, and Chris Andrews? We'll find that actually coming up next. Jeremy Barm over the hook to the jaw of Harvey Hastings, and then hitting him with an inverted Alabama slam. Follows that up with a Cobra clutch. Or should say, oh, that is a Cobra. Camel clutch, not a Cobra clutch. Getting my animals mixed up here. What am I doing with my life? Sean Kinney right back into the ring. Obviously, the Cousins of Chaos much, much larger than Kill Your Heroes here. As a matter of fact, Team Bloody Brit overall beefy, except for Jason Spade. Kind of the odd one out, if you will, in that team, but can't afford to be picky. Sent on by Barmore. As there's a Cobra Clutch. See, I knew it was coming. Takes him down into a sort of Cobra Clutch crossface. Able to get out of it is young James Wolf. Now we're going to send Sean off the ropes on the rebound, hitting him with a drop kick. This is actually the in-ring debut of Josh's younger brother James. So far holding his own. Able to take Kenny down, pinning him off that Hangman's neckbreaker. A dub for Kill Your Heroes here. Kicking out Jeremy Barmore there to make the save just in case, but not necessary. Hangman's neckbreaker for Barmore as well. Followed up by a shooting star press. Nice combo put together there by KYH. Kenny back in as we see Double H lay out Barmore with a backpack facebuster. Also coming up here tonight, my friends, Astrid Stern continues her fight against Zara Reed and Ashley Riot. Tonight she's one-on-one with Reed. Can she follow up on her first win last week against Ashley Riot? Prove that she can hold her own, and will the numbers game catch up to her yet again? Not to mention, we've also got Precious Pratt, fresh off of defeating and then beating down Riley Van Wilson with a steel chair last episode of Shockwave. Going to be taking on the Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn here tonight. What an opportunity for Pratt. Big fucking toss from the workhorse, but not done. Jeremy Barmore looking for the Barmore to belly. Hastings able to keep him at bay though. And the assassin looks to take him down. Nice counter by Barmore. Oh, look at Kenny. Pop-up Samoan drop the height. James Wolf got there only at one cut as we see Barmore with a moonsault. Oh, but that's why he doesn't fly very often. Comes up short, however, able to stay in control, not for too long. Back body drop to James Wolf, and Harvey Hastings right there to meet him with a reverse STO. James going to take just a moment here at ringside to try and shake it off. Sean Kinney thinking of the same thing. Leaving Harvey and Jeremy in the ring alone, but not for too long. Captures suplex. There's that big old discus clothesline from Sean Kinney. Nearly able to keep James Wolf down, but just not quite enough. Harvey Hastings plopping to the outside. As we see James Wolf just getting thrown hither and yon here by the Cousins of Chaos. Again, our main event here tonight, Jason Spade challenging Peligro for the CMV Anarchy Championship. And this Friday on Octane, it's Wolf and Britt one-on-one for the first time since Ascendant 6, as they look to give their respective teams the advantage come War Games this Sunday at Absolution. James Wolf again has to retreat to the outside, leaving Harvey Hastings all alone here, trapped between the Cousins of Chaos. Sound of Heaven! Sound of Heaven lays out Harvey, followed up by a drop kick to the back of the head. James Wolf back in, gets thrown overhead. That captures suplex. Harvey Hastings, though, back to his feet as we see James Wolf taken out. Harvey, meanwhile, from the top, thinking about taking a risk, but getting a little bit too old to be taking risks like that. Has to pace himself, especially with War Games coming up this Sunday. There's the headshot from James Wolf. Before he can go for the pin, though, Sean Kinney tossing him overhead with ease. Non-stop action here to kick off Shockwave episode 44. Momentum on the line here between Kill Your Heroes and the Cousins of Chaos. DDT by James into the pin. But he nabbed the dub here. One count only as Jeremy Barmore gets busted open. Off that elbow from the assassin. James Wolf trying to knock Jeremy Barber off the apron. Look at Sean Kinney just tossing Harvey Hastings around like a rag doll. Pinfall attempt broken up by Wolf. Sean Kinney actually with a nasty gash across his forehead. Barmore, meanwhile, the big man just feeling froggy, note being cheeky. What's up, Callum? Welcome to the show. Quite a list there, my friend. You know who my favorite wrestler is? I'm not going to say. I can't be biased. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Oh, Barmore to belly! It's Anderson. 1, 2, oh, but Wolf in to make the save. Well, a millisecond to spare, but Sean Kinney, the back suplex, turned into a sit-out powerbomb double pin here by the Cuts of Chaos. Doesn't work on James Wolf, doesn't work on Harvey Hastings either. Off the ropes goes James. Big knee drop. Not a good sign. Kinney busted open like this, man, going into War Games this Sunday. Another DDT. Barmore now gets busted open. Desperately into the pin. Still only able to get a 2 count. James Wolf forearm smash, knocking Barmore down in the corner. Reverse SPO at ringside by Double H. Stomp to the shoulder. James Wolf holding his own thus far. We see Kinney go for a powerbomb countered by Hastings as James Wolf comes up short, trying for a springboard to the outside. Barrage of elbows by big Sean Kinney. The size of this guy, man. Is he even going to fit in War Games? James Wolf going to follow him back into the ring. Kinney shows off the pythons, brother. Wrong time. DDT. Shade from his brother, man. Loves those DDTs. Another one. Kinney says enough already. Counters with a back body drop right into the pin. Harvey confident, or maybe not so much, but Wolf able to kick out on his own there. Not out of the woods yet, though. Trying for that discus clothesline. James a little bit quicker. On the high! Shades of Josh there into the pin. 1, 2. Murphy a little bit distracted with the count out. Might have given Sean Kinney that opportunity there. Oh, another headshot. Into the pin again. Is that too many shots to the head? 1, 2. Sean Kinney survives as now Hastings with the blitzkrieg. Kinney gets out of the way. Now Wolf from the top. Double axe handle to the knee. To the back of the knee. Back in his Barmore. Bad cut. Looks like on the right side of his face. T-bone suplex. Goodbye, James Wolf. Barmore! So it's not done by the workhorse. Harvey, meanwhile, look at trying to outdo Jeremy Barmore, but just ate the floor there. Sean Kinney is in rough shape. There's no denying that right now. Belly to belly suplex, throwing Harvey Hastings almost on top of the announcement here. Gonna knock over my W, which, by the way, use promo code CMV23 to get 10% off your purchase. W, guys. Power slam by Kinney. As we see Barmore throw. James Wolf gut first, and the steel steps follows him up the senton to the lower back. Hell of a matchup to kick off Shockwave. Episode 44. Just a taste of what's to come this Sunday in War Games. Jeremy Barmore just watching as his cousin gets ganged up on here. German suplex. Harvey landing rough there on the floor. James with a pump handle, single knee gut buster. Up to a count of 3, having until 20 to get back into the ring. Neither team seeming too concerned right now, just busy beating the hell out of each other. Both Cousins of Chaos back into the ring now. Harvey Hastings gonna get caught by Jeremy Barmore as he's stepping through the ropes. On the rebound. Nice arm drag by James. Oh! Takes him down! Anaconda Vice! Anaconda Vice! Anaconda Vice is locked in! Vintage Harvey here, trying to tap out the workhorse. Jeremy Barmore hanging in there and finds a way to escape. DDT down onto the floor. The resolve of Jeremy Barmore never in question, as now he looks to fire back with a Barmore to belly. Into the pin. 1, 2. Unbelievable. Cross armbar applied by James Wolf at ringside. Jeremy Barmore worried about his cousin. He's got to focus on Harvey though. Gut wrench power bomb. The assassin may have kicked out, but he is hurting for certain right now after that Barmore to belly. The intensity these two teams are delivering here, man. Multiply that by 10 come War Games this Sunday. Barmore trying to figure out a way to keep Harvey Hastings down. Easier said than done. Dragon Screw. Freeze and shatter by Wolf there at ringside. Up to a count of 6. Referee Murphy certainly having his hands full, man. A lot to keep up with in a match like this. Oh, not again! Harvey Hastings locking in Anaconda Vice a second time, and I don't think Barmore can survive. Has to tap out. Sean Kinney too busy with James Wolf, didn't see it before it was far too late. And kill your heroes, securing the dub. Momentum earned for Team KYH, but an opportunity to bounce back come our main event if Jason Spade can take the Anarchy Championship from Peligro, but Wolf's got to be happy with this result. His younger brother James in his debut match here picking up a big win. Momentum for War Games. Well, here we go. Coming up next, my friends, we jump straight into the final King of the Hill qualifier, the 6th spot on the line here, and what a stacked field we have. 5 former world champions in the mix. As we're going to see who's going to Absolution this Sunday, who's going to join Paul Devine Danger Cat, Mr. Green, Hunter Quinn, and Chris Andrews, who have already qualified over the last couple of weeks. You've got Shea Hoxton in there. You've got Josh Omega, Bob Luger, Jay Young, the Intercontinental Champion, Fidel De La Rosa, Mr. Money in the Bank, Bloody Justice. He takes out Luger there with an electric chair. Somebody already cracked open. I think it was Jay Young. We already know that both Danger Cat and Chris Andrews obviously going to be pulling double duty come this Sunday. Yeah, it was Young. He's bleeding real bad, actually. Given a deep cut, it looks like. But as I was saying, Danger Cat, or as he is now known as Peligro, and Chris Andrews pulling double duty as they will be in King of the Hell and War Games. Shea Hoxton could potentially be joining them. Because, of course, we already know he's set to take on Xander Slate in a last man standing match, the final chapter to be written. The final chapter of the company. Surprised we haven't seen Hoxton and Luger go after each other, but with such a full ring. A whole lot of bodies, no eliminations yet. Jay Young, eager to get back the Global Championship. Earned his opportunity here by qualifying for King of the Hill. Meanwhile, we know it's been far from a good start to the new season for Blake Virtue. Has yet to pick up a victory, losing his Anarchy Championship a couple of weeks ago. And more recently, a loss to the Psycho Imperium. Be a major way to bounce back for the best bout machine as Luger attempts to take out Shea Hoxton. We got Reese Matthews in there. Of course, the Red Fox is top client Ugbjorn failing to qualify for King of the Hill. Perhaps he'll punch his ticket. Elbow to the jaw. Hoxton gonna try and throw himself at Omega as we see Bloody Justice put in the corner. Mr. Money in the Bank already with that contract he can cash in anytime, anywhere for a shot at any championship he wants. And he certainly narrowed his sights on Bison in the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. Might not have to cash in Money in the Bank though if he earns a spot in King of the Hill. Look at this Virtue, and Omega stacked up in the corner. Oh, and there goes Fidel De La Rosa, eliminated at the hands of Reese Matthews. Big good attempted by Jay Young, forearm smash by Virtue. BJ creeping up from behind. All the other competitors in King of the Hill, I'm sure, watching. Stacked field it already is. Paul Devine, Peligro, Mr. Green from NGW, Hunter Quinn, and of course Chris Andrews as Bob Luger now trying to take out Blake Virtue. Will the rut continue? Will the hole deepen for Blake Virtue? Luger doing all he can to push him out, but Virtue fights back. And Fidel De La Rosa has been eliminated so far. Bob Luger. Many battles he's had with the vast majority of men in this ring. Northern Light suplex by Hoxton floats over into a brainbuster. And then a forearm smash for Bloody Justice. I want to talk about things not going very well here in the new season. That's certainly the case for Shea Hoxton, the company falling apart at the seams. Losing the Unified World Tag Team Championship a couple weeks ago. And now the straw that breaks the camel back might come this Sunday at Absolution. And that last man standing match as Josh Omega looks to take out the gambling man. Hoxton teetering. Reese Matthews gonna come help. Hoxton still able to hang on. And able to drop free. That alliance between Omega and Reese Matthews short-lived. Oh, Reese with the noggin knocker. And Young gonna hide underneath the bottom rope, give himself a chance to catch his breath here. Omega part of that #1 contenders match. Last episode of Shockwave, won by Richard Jelani, of course. Omega desperate to earn another shot at the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. You know, he's got to be beside himself that Richard Delaney is getting the opportunity at Absolution. Jay Young trying to take out Blake Virtue here. Virtue on the edge, but again, able to fight his way back into the ring. Omega not even going to allow Hoxton to try to eliminate him. Sit out powerbomb by Virtue. Nice torture act, sit out powerbomb, and a work ethic titan as Virtue gets blasted with a twist of fate. Last spot in the King of the Hill match on the line here, this last chance battle royal. Of course, the winner of King of the Hill goes on to headline Ascendant's 11 for a shot at any world championship they want. Opportunity of a lifetime. Wrenching that arm is Luger, trying to out-wrestle the greatest technical wrestler in CMV today. And obviously this past month has been no good for Jay Young, losing his global championship at Deadly Games, and has been having a lot of issues with his young protege Ben Stacy. Young popping off right now though. Only De La Rosa eliminated thus far. 5 former world champions in that ring right now. Trey Hoxton put into the corner by Reese Matthews. Hoxton! Will he be pulling double duty this Sunday? Perhaps! Keep himself from getting eliminated. There's Virtue tries to take out Mr. Money in the Bank. Sister's Joy! Oh, there goes Reese Matthews! The Red Fox dispatched by Bob Luger, former Click Brothers. Matthews going to be sent packing. Red Fox Industries, unfortunately unable to make it into the King of the Hill match. And then there were 6. Josh Omega in the background there trying to take off the head of Jay Young. Hoxton quick to throw him into the corner. Hoxton though gets thrown to the outside by Blake Virtue. Fights his way back through the ropes. Oh, it gets taken out unexpectedly. Blake Virtue eliminates Shay Hoxton. The CEO livid, but he is not going to be pulling double duty. Not going to be joining Peligro and Chris Andrews in that fact. Bloody Justice looking for an elimination of his own, and he's going to get it, it looks like. Josh Omega taken out by Bloody Justice, down to 4, just like that. Jay Young, Bloody Justice, Blake Virtue, and Bob Luger remain. Who's going to the King of the Hill match? German suplex takes down Luger. Bloody Justice, now that it's down to the final 4, pacing himself here. Excellent strategy. And Virtue finally dig himself out of the hole he's been in since the start of the new season. Coney Island Cyclone to Jay Young. Skins the cat. Does BJ. Keep himself in the fight. Now going to send Luger into the corner. Virtue from behind with a big old right hook. Jay Young, man. A deep gouge. Looks like right next to his right eye. Pump handle suplex going to send Virtue overhead as Bloody Justice trying to go for Sister's Joy here on Bob Luger. Interference by Jay Young going to save him though. Some headbutts by Bloody Justice. Jay Young attempts to throw himself at Bob Luger, now trapped in the corner. Shining Wizard followed up with a Bulldog counter though by Luger. Shot to the throat. From behind, full Nelson slam by Mr. Money in the Bank. Whang! An uppercut. Oh, knocked a couple of teeth loose there. As again, Justice gonna looking for refuge underneath the bottom rope. He's got it for now. Turns Virtue around for a Luger landing. Far from the first time Blake Virtue has tasted that maneuver. Gets busted open though. Bob Luger struggling to get to his feet. Final four. Miguel De La Rosa, Reese Matthews, Josh Omega, and Shea Hodgson have been eliminated. Who's going to get that sixth and final spot in King of the Hill? Any one of these four men going to be a tough addition. Bloody Justice takes out Blake Virtue just like that. Virtue eliminated, and Bob Luger might be right behind him. Jay Young has Luger fighting for his life here and gets free. The final three: Jay Young, Bloody Justice, Bob Luger. From behind, BJ tossed off the ropes on the rebound. Nice arm drag. Luger immediately going to try to hoist him up. Drops down behind. Chop block by the Kraken. And baseline drop kick to the lower back. Crosses the arms. Gives him a good old-fashioned straightjacket DDT. Stomp to the arm. BJ grabbing Jay Young, looking to take him for a walk over to the ropes, but Jay Young's not interested. Clothesline, but not close enough to the ropes to try and get him up and over. Lucky for Bloody Justice there. Stomp to the arm, and this could mean only one thing. Jay Young lining him up, looking for the bitter end, but Luger from behind with a back suplex. Bloody Justice. Take it out! Bloody Justice eliminated! The final two: Jay Young, Bob Luger. Bitter end by Jay Young, who is going to the King of the Hill match. TKO by the former global champion. He's got Luger hurt right now. Taking big shots at the work ethic Titan, wearing him down as much as he can. Gotta get him over the top rope. Uranagi. Push back. Luger still got some fight left. He always does. Sherman suplex, tossing Jay Young clean across the ring. And now Luger walking him over to the ropes. Takes a step back. Jay Young sidesteps him, and Luger goes over. Jay Young gets the sixth and final spot in King of the Hill. Jay Young psyching out Bob Luger big time. And now the field is set, my friends. Paul Devine, Peligro, Mr. Green, Hunter Quinn, Chris Andrews, and Jay Young. That's our King of the Hill lineup. And one of those six gonna go on to headline Ascendance 11. What a lineup that is, my friends, for the King of the Hill match this Sunday at Absolution. Paul Devine, Peligro, Mr. Green, Hunter Quinn, Chris Andrews, and Jay Young. That is going to be a hell of a matchup, added to an already stacked Absolution card this Sunday, guys. But as Ashley Riot and Zara Reed make their way down to the ring, Astrid Stern doing all she can to fight back against the odds over the last few weeks. Riot and Reed giving Astrid Stern an option when she first arrived here in CMV. Join up with us and we'll show you the way, or go against us and we'll break your legs. Astrid Stern, a couple of weeks ago, telling Riot, hey, I appreciate the offer, but I'd like to do things on my own. I'd like to prove I have what it takes to succeed by myself. And, well, these two did not like that answer, making good on their promise, beating the hell out of Stern. But Stern fighting back, not going down like a chump, beating Ashley Riot last week here on Shockwave. Clean as a whistle, all on her own. Her first dub here in CMV, but the numbers game still in favor, obviously, of Riot and Reed. But the happy-go-lucky, always high-spirited Astrid Stern doesn't care about the odds. She is steadily making waves week after week after week. And her biggest, no doubt, pinning Ashley Riot last week. She can follow that up by pinning a former Women's World Champion here tonight. Well, suffice to say, that would stick in the craw of Riot and Reed. Still to look forward to here tonight on Shockwave episode 44, my friends. We've got Precious Pratt one-on-one with Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn. Not to mention our huge main event for the Anarchy Championship. Jason Spade challenges Peligro. As we continue down the road to Ascendance 11, our first stop this Sunday, Absolution live from New York City. Madison Square Garden, baby. And what a show it's going to be from top to bottom. You do not want to miss it. So here we go, Astrid Stern stepping up again. How long can she last on her own? With the odds against her, elbow to the jaw of Zara Reed, of course, the current #1 contender for the Women's Hardcore Championship, winning that triple threat match a few weeks ago. Stern quick to go to the top rope after taking down Reed with some knees to the gut. Oh, leg drop to the back of the head. Quickly, Zara tries to pop right back up. Astrid Stern off the ropes. Stunner! Woo! My girl getting started. No time to waste, especially with Riot skulking about at ringside. Grabbed by that gray hair of hers, taken out with a stiff-looking DDT, followed up with a standing moonsault. All Astrid Stern, but that ends now as Reed able to get out of the way. Knee to the face. Down goes Stern with the quickness, able to avoid that stop though. Deep arm drag. Running right into a hook to the jaw though. Elbow to the nose, clothesline tucked. Pulled right into a short arm clothesline. Now grabs her arm, slams it off the canvas. Stop to the chest and to the knee and to the ankle and to the shoulder and to the face. Riot loving what she's seeing, jumping around at ringside. Only so much Astrid Stern can endure, guys. You got to respect her tenacity, refusing to be bullied by these two. It's academic at a certain point. Stern's all on her own, no one to back her up. Straight jacket German suplex. Reed tries to roll out of the way, but Stern standing on top of her like peanut butter on jelly, baby. Doesn't see that right hook to the jaw coming, though. Double leg takedown. Zara Reed into the full mount, open palm strikes. Lighting her up like a fireworks show. You see Ashley Riot celebrating perhaps prematurely. And Zara Reed, every move she hits packs a punch. Into the pin there, hoping to have Astrid Stern beat easy peasy lemon squeezy, but no such luck. Back into full mount this time, and loading with some right hands. There's some forearms, elbows clean across the forehead of Stern. This is just a one-side beatdown right now. Zara Reed doing as she pleases. And Astrid Stern, if we found out anything about her over this past month and change since she debuted here in CMV, is that there is no giving up in this young girl. Pushing Reed back, out of the collar and elbow tie-up, throws her over her knee. A barrage of knees to the face, finishing with a stiff knee right between the eyes. Now into the corner clothesline. We've seen this many times from Stern. One's not enough. Throws Reed down in the middle of the ring. Elbow to the top of the head. Riot trying to cause a distraction, which our referee's going to fall for. But Stern with a 450! Into the pin. The ref is busy fixing the top turnbuckle Riot was playing with. And this gives Zara Reed a whole lot of time. Able to kick out. Otherwise, this match might be over. Once again, as we have seen time and time again over the last few weeks, the numbers game continually screwing Stern over to the outside with whatever she has. Over the top, falling down on a Zara Reed like a meteor. Turns her over, lining her up for a drop kick to the back of the head. Up to a count of 3 now. Stern trying to show us just how tough she can be. Push back, Zara. Blink of an eye. Recaptured control, head kick. Combination brought together. Throwing Stern off to the side as a steel chair has been slid into the ring by Ashley Riot. Referee has yet to see it, but Stern even get to her feet. About to be counted out. Saves herself, but barely. And Zara! Wrong time to do a bit of trash talking. Referee gets rid of the chair. Reed gets out of the corner with a kick to the back. Goes for a headbutt. Comes up a little bit short, though. That leaves her open. Goes low. Pele kick by Stern. And now Riot calling to Astrid Stern, the rookie. Foolish enough to fall for it, but perhaps she knew the ploy. Suckering Zara Reed in. Now going to tear out her arm. Irish whip. Waiting for her on the rebound. Drops down. Lets Zara run right past her. Super kick. Sets her up for a straightjacket German. Things not looking good for Zara Reed right now. Astrid Stern, despite the numerous interferences by Ashley Riot at ringside, maintaining focus. Big headbutt, another one, a third! Trying to crack Zara's coconut here. I don't think she's finished. Astrid Stern with even more headbutts. Using herself like a battering ram to wear Zara Reed down here. And with Zara seeing birdies, Stern gonna take her shot. So more knees, forcing even Riot to cringe as she watches from ringside. And she's seen enough apparently. Again gonna distract Stern. Zara off the ropes, stunner! What a counter by Stern! Double axe handle, and again. Zara trapped in the corner, shoulder thrust, rolls back. Whoa! These fans on their feet in support of Astrid Stern. Big back elbow. Zara Reed on spaghetti legs. There's the stunner! The Rolling Thunder stunner. Referee distracted by Riot though. Isn't enough time for Zara Reed to kick out. Well over a 10 count. 1, 2. Oh, come on. Astrid Stern had this match won 3 times over. Not finished though. Stern knew she was in for a fight here. Knew it wasn't going to be a fair fight. This is that drop into the back of the head. Ashley Riot back on the apron. Zara goes up to the top rope. Former Women's World Champion elbow! Leg her out flush. And now ring around the Rosie. Once again, stomping on every part of Stern's body. Kick to the midsection. What a fight delivered by Astrid Stern here on Shockwave episode 44. Back into the ring. Zara goes for a wild bicycle knee, instead gets thrown off the ropes. Drop down. Zooms by. Now it's Reed. Luthez press, and there's those right hands again. Right to the ear of Astrid Stern. Into the pin. Could have her knocked out. Oh, such luck for Zara Reed, though, as she looks around, pondering at this point what the hell she has to do. And I think she's found it. Kiss the canvas. Into the pin. Is the fight gone from Astrid Stern here tonight? No! Livid is Zara Reed. Understandably so. Back to work though with some stomps to the side of the head. Stern knee to the gut, kick across the chest, back elbow, kicks out the knee. Oh, this is ridiculous at this point, man. Ref, come on. Eject Riot, chop block by Reed. Absolutely ridiculous. Zara gouging the eyes and now jumping on Astrid Stern like a feral cat. Clawing at her. Stern remains tough though. Keeps her focus. Ah, another stunner! Into the pin! 1, 2, 3, and Astrid Stern has done it! Astrid Stern! Unbelievably against the odds! Takes down Zara Reed! She almost can't believe it. I can't believe it! Astrid Stern, not to be pushed around. Riot and Reed fuming despite their attempts. Nothing can dampen the spirits of Astrid Stern. That's right, my fine feathered friends. It's not just the... Oh, wait a minute! We're scheduled to see the Earl and Leon gotta go one-on-one. Coming up next, but it appears as though the Earl fixing to get himself an advantage, attacking Leon Gata from behind as he was making his way to the ring, throwing him shoulder first into the steps, and now humiliation on top of that with the Windsor knot and a kick up the bum. Livid is the Earl after Gata cost him a shot at the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship last episode of Shockwave, and handing him his first ever loss here in CMV, eliminating him from that fatal five-way matchup. Look at this, the Earl pacing back and forth, his anger palpable, but Gata now gonna fight back. The Golden Lion tossing Earl into the ring, and is this matchup a go? Is the ref going to allow it? He is. The bell has rung. Both men want to compete. This matchup going to carry on as intended. Gata's arm got to be feeling some type of way, but not going to back down here. Certainly not going to be punked out by the Earl. Going to give him what for by going after his knee. Target my arm, I'll take your knees. Foot DDT. And again, the Earl writhing in agony as Leon Gata says two can play at this game. Massive news though, guys, as we saw last week here on Shockwave. The announcement from Tailcoat Val that it won't just be the men entering War Games this Sunday at Absolution. No, the women gonna have their own War Games match, as it's the Arsenal of Justice up against Team Ellie Quinn, the Women's World Champion, Ashley Rain and Maggie Shaw. Pinfall attempt by Gata off that DDT. Of course, still to come time, we've got Precious Pratt one-on-one with Ellie Quinn. Now the Earl with a quick pinfall attempt here on Gata, and almost able to keep him down. The Earl intent on taking Leon Gata out. That has become evident. Gata to go behind, kip up. Oh, and the Earl gonna catch that kick right to the side of the head, forcing him to retreat momentarily. But Gata not gonna give him a breather. Plancha to the outside, nailing the Earl. And there's a drop kick to the face as he's trying to get back up. Gata, the nice guy, gonna help him out. Gets back into the ring. Earl taking his time. Gata goes for another big risk. This time, it doesn't pay off for him. Gata feeling the effects of that failed springboard as Earl tells him, just stay out there if you know what's good for you. But Gata never been a quitter. Thrown in the ropes, hip toss. There's the cartwheel drop kick to the face. Gonna miss that stop though, Gata. So quick, golden shower! Golden shower from Gata quickly into the pin, but a rope break for the Earl. Good call by the referee. Snap, elbow drop evaded. Luthez press wildly, the Earl. Firing off with the right hands. And he's not done. Double leg takedown, we know what comes next. Kisses the fist, takes Gata out with that lariat. Take your time, ref. Into position, 1, 2, 3, and the Earl getting some payback. But, well, like I said, I think the Earl is intent on taking out Leon Gata here tonight. Grabbing a steel chair and that wounded arm that Earl targeted before the match. Steel chair to the arm. Not once, but twice. He's still not done. Earl has has lost it. A third shot to the arm of Leon Gata. And the Earl may have just put the Golden Lion on the shelf. Well, coming up next, my friends, which should be a guaranteed banger here. Chloe Marks, one-on-one with Ashley Rain. Much like Ellie Quinn later on tonight, hoping to pick up momentum ahead of the women's War Game match this Sunday at Absolution. Ellie Quinn and Ashley Rain far from BFFs, but forced to work together against the Arsenal of Justice. They still got to find themselves a fourth part now, however. I'm sure Tailcoat Val already has her sights set on a fourth for the Arsenal of Justice. But when it comes to Chloe Marks, guys, she's preparing for an onslaught this Sunday at Absolution. One-on-one she'll go with Ari Lee in an Extreme Rules match as Marks seeks to prove just how hardcore she is. A whole new attitude from Chloe Marks since the start of the new season. Well, really, it started towards the end of last season. Just progressively getting more and more aggressive, more violent. Less and less like the OG Chloe Marks, the quiet one, the humble one. Going up against Ashley Rain here tonight. Not the first time these two have faced off. They had a great matchup last season when Rain was Women's World Champion. Of course, Rain is also scheduled for action this upcoming Friday on Octane one-on-one with Isabella Almas. We heard what Tailcoat Val said. Ashley Rain will only be allowed to pursue her rematch for the Women's World Championship if her team can win War Games this Sunday. Otherwise, Tailcoat Val says, Ellie Quinn's not yours, she's mine. So if it means having to partner up with Ellie Quinn to take care of the Arsenal of Justice, if that means getting her the Women's World Championship for a fourth time, then so be it. Chloe Marks comes out like a house of fire. DDT to lay out Rain. Caught with a kick to the midsection, followed up with a snap vertical suplex. Chloe Marks hoping to put away Rain that easily. Yeah, I don't think so. Saw Marks ringside a couple of nights ago on Octane. Ari Lee took that loss to the hands of Ashley Riot. Marks slowly to her feet already. Not a minute in this matchup. Moving slower than would be liked, especially against an opponent the caliber of Ashley Rain. Stomped to the gut by the small but mighty one. Rain now goes out onto the apron. Just going to check the view from out there for a second. Back in, counters that pullback attempt with a kick to the midsection. And a quick forearm smash. Putting Marks right back down. In fact, forcing her to the outside. But Ashley Rain staying on her. Like peanut butter on jelly, baby, like white on rice. Taking the fight back into the ring. Reigns got no time to play around. War Games fastly approaching this Sunday at Absolution. Reigns has done a great many things, just about everything there is to do here in CMV. Now she'll make history, getting in their very first ever War Games match. Stomp to the bicep. Marks showing off that new aggression of hers. Double leg takedown. Followed up by a snap elbow drop to the lower back. Reigns quickly though, pushing her back, creating some distance between the two. Pulls her back, but Chloe Marks able to see that coming. Counters out of it. Short arm, big boot. It's a big matchup for Chloe Marks this Sunday at Absolution. That Extreme Rules match against Ari Lee. She feels a chance to prove herself. Not only that she can beat a former Women's World Champion in Ari Lee, that she deserves the opportunities that Ari Lee got last season. Sunset Flip powerbomb by Reign into the pin. Is Chloe Marks down for the count? No, she is not. 2.999. Marks in bad shape though, and Reign gonna send her to the outside with that clothesline. Stomp to the arm, Reign. Oh, damn! Back into the ring though, turning into a bit of a slugfest. Big right hook, Marks rolling to the outside. Oh, looks like Chloe Marks was thinking about leaving, but look who it is! Ari Lee, who's no friend of Ashley Reign, but making sure Chloe Marks doesn't try to run away here tonight. A bit of payback for Chloe Marks, disrupting her matchup with Octane a couple of days ago. Chloe gonna try to fight back here against Reign into the pin after a few clotheslines. Gets her only a 1 count though. Forearm smash. Putting Reign back down. Senton by the prodigy of CMV. A win against Ashley Reign here tonight would only bolster the ever-growing ego of Chloe Marks. I mean, she already is having us call her the prodigy of CMV. Now it's Ashley who needs a breather, using the ropes to pick herself up, but Chloe Marks right there to meet her. Tries to catch her on the rebound, a bit too slow. Reign with a kick to the gut and a hook to the jaw, and all it takes is one sunny side down. 1, 2, 2.5. Ashley Reign not having it. The veteran not wasting any time, being upset about it, just back on the attack. Kick to the midsection though by Marks. While her head is still above the water, going to try to go for that rolling fireman's carry senton of hers. Reign escapes, rolling neck snap. Now the 3-time Women's World Champion who now is going to preemptively move to the outside. There's Chloe Marks staring up the lights, not going to find any reprieve here. Reign slamming her knee right down onto the floor. Elbow to the midsection. Marks with a snap vertical suplex. Gotta wonder how Troy Colt feels about this new attitude from Chloe Marks. Of course, he's got his own hands full with George King lately, but I imagine he can't like seeing Chloe Marks the way that she is right now. Disrespectful. Oh, Christmas trying to remove that aggression, that newfound aggression payoff. Oh, man. 2.99999. Fans liking what they're seeing here. Dragon scoop for the brain. Dangerous always from any position. And now a kick to the gut. Makes her kiss the canvas. Now the cogs turning. What is Ashley Reign thinking about here? Another rolling neck snap. Zeroing in on the head and neck of Chloe Marks. To Brett's rope she goes. Egging marks on, waits for her to get to her feet. Oh, a cutter! Or not a cutter, a complete shot! A swinging complete shot into the pin for the win! Ashley Rain sealing the deal with an exclamation point here tonight. A great win for Rain as Ari Lee gives Chloe Marks a taste of her own medicine. Will Chloe Marks prove she can hang with the upper echelon this Sunday at Absolution? Or as Ashley Rain, will she even survive War Games? Into our tertiary main event we go, my fine feathered friends, here on Shockwave episode 44. Of course, still to come. Up next, Precious Pratt goes one-on-one with Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn. And in our main event, the Anarchy Championship on the line as Jason Spade challenges Peligro. But first, there's the man who last episode of Shockwave won that fatal five-way elimination match, Richard Delaney, getting himself another shot at the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, another shot at Bison the Barbarian. And this Sunday at Absolution, man, it is going to be no bread, no water, just meat in that ring, clashing like two semi-trucks head on. That in and of itself you do not want to miss. But Delaney hopes to keep his momentum at an all-time high, en route to Absolution, taking on a former undisputed World Heavyweight Champion here tonight in Cameron Cray, who himself knows that knocking off the number one contender here might earn him a future opportunity at the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, which is what Cameron Cray desires above all else. Remember, he never lost the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship coming into last season. Couldn't come to terms on a deal with CMV, ended up leaving and vacating CMV's crown jewel. And ever since coming back, Cray has been fixated on getting that championship back around his waist. What better way than knocking off the number one contender here tonight? Two guys you would never want to run into in a dark alley. You can just tell the look on Cray's face. This is going to be a hard-hitting affair right here. And you know the Barbarian is watching. So here we go, Richard Delaney, his date set with Bison this Sunday at Absolution. Not going to let anything stand in his way. Like a bull let loose from its pen, tries to immediately charge Cameron Cray as soon as the bell rings. Didn't really work out for him, but now able to go off the ropes, man! Just yeeting Cray into the corner. Now gonna spread the legs, headbutt to the midsection. Delaney, like a pinball, man. Shot out, just bouncing every which way. Taking out anything in its path. Cameron Cray already has to give himself some breathing room, but Delaney not just about the power, baby. The speed as well. That's why I've called him a genetic freak on occasion. If you were to make the perfect wrestler, I think it would end up looking something like Richard Delaney. Drop down Cray, trying to catch him as he's coming back, but unable to do so. Now putting Delaney up against the ropes. Hook to the jaw, and going to utilize that top rope to try and choke Delaney out, wear him down. That might be Cray's only strategy here. Oh, Kimura! Kimura applied by East End Evil. Escapes though to Delaney before any serious damage is done. Gets it away that clothesline, snap, German suplex by Cray. Big win, but no. We are into our tertiary main event here. Of course, still to come, Precious Pratt, Ellie Quinn up next in our main event. The Anarchy Championship on the line. As we continue barreling down the road to Ascendance 11 in our first stop this Sunday. Absolution. Basement dropkick there by Delaney. Big old pump kick by Cray. Continue to target that arm. Already wore it down with the Kimura. Now a stomp to the shoulder. The last thing you want to do is let Cameron Cray take it out of the canvas and start picking you apart. I've said before, Cameron Cray, the most dangerous submission specialist in CMV, and I stand by that even still. Who can forget his ultimate submission match against Charlie Garfield back in Ascendance 9, which he won. Shoulder thrust followed up by a belly-to-belly suplex. Delaney not going to stop there. The Juggernaut with a one-handed powerbomb stacks him up. One. All he's going to get. But Cray's in trouble and Delaney can sense it. Big hook to the midsection and again a third time double leg takedown. Hammer fist, man, beating on him. Cameron Cray needs to find a way to battle back, but he might not have a chance. 110th Street Slam. And Delaney, this isn't even necessary. Should have just gone for the pin right there. You might have Cameron Cray done for. But not satisfied. Catches him into a German. And now before Cray can escape, Delaney going for Emerald. Explosion. 1, 2. But Cameron Cray not to be done in that easily. Delaney really hoping it would be that easy though. Keep himself nice and fresh for this Sunday, but to the top rope. Richard Delaney. Nothing good in mind here. Oh, using himself like a torpedo. Blasting Cameron Cray. Looks like another one-handed power bomb. Cray may have kicked out, guys, but this is one-sided. Richard Delaney just mauling East End Evil. Never to be counted out, though. Snapmare by Cray, followed up by a pinpoint dropkick to the back of the head. Double boot stop, vintage Wharton combo. Yes, indeed. Again, to work on the arms. Supposed to drag Delaney to the bottom of the Thames here tonight. Stomp to the face. And again, Cray finally with the upper hand. How long can he keep it that way to Brett's rope? Knee drop right across the chest. Delaney not going to allow him to take the bull by the horns. Vintage standing shooting star press headbutt. And just throwing Cameron Cray around. I don't think Cameron Cray is that small of a guy either. It's just the power of Richard. Delaney goes for a clothesline as Cray caught with that headbutt. And again to the outside, but this time Cray able to get up onto the apron and avoid it. Senton from the apron. Looks like Cray hit the back of his head off the floor. Right after that arm, like a pit bull with his bone. Cameron Cray honing in on one part of the body and just working it. That's what he does best. Gets back into the ring, shaking it off, slapping himself awake. He ain't out of this fight, not by a long shot. Delaney, though, circling the ring, taking his time, trying to play mind games with Cray, but that's not going to pay off for him. Clothesline as Delaney gets back into the ring, and Cray right there waiting. Emerald explosion of his own, looking to beat Delaney with his own move. 1, 2, and he almost does. 2.999. Now Cray to the top rope. Cray, not a frequent flyer. He's going to take the risk here. Will it pay off? Big old chop to the top of the head. Another double root stomp. The vintage Borton combo coming through. Why not again? That's why. Grabs the kick, turns it into a dragon screw. Cray to the outside. Look at Delaney hunting him down over the top. But once again, Delaney is taking far too many risks in this match. Kick to the midsection, throws him back into the ring now. Watch out for the referee there. Delaney stepping up to East End Evil. Looking to step on him as he gives him the old snake eyes. Cray very crafty, very wily, able to outmaneuver Delaney here. Tries to go for a Shiranui, but Delaney turns it into a power slam. Now some elbows right across the chest of Cameron Cray. It's tossed off to the side. Ribs first into the barricade. Delaney trying to take his goddamn head off. Back suplex, dropping him on his neck. I think I heard the crunch from over here. Now just manhandling the former undisputed heavyweight champion. Up to a count of 5. Delaney decides he's had enough fun. Takes this fight back into the squared circle. To the top rope he goes. Elbow drop misses. Cray gets out of the way. Forearm smash. That doesn't stop. Been very handy for Cray in this match. A desperate pin attempt by East End Evil. Pays off! Cameron Cray with the win. But wait a minute. Bison with the undisputed heavyweight championship. Laying out Richard Delaney. A message sent. And Cameron Cray with the wise move, I think, getting the hell out of there before he's caught in the crossfire. Bison standing over Delaney. Is this the sight we will see come Sunday at Absolution? Or can Richard Delaney find a way to put down the Barbarian? It is now co-main event time, guys, as Precious Pratt in store for her biggest match here in CMV yet. One-on-one with the Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn. But of course, Pratt, fresh off of defeating RVW last week here on Shockwave, and then afterwards, brutally beating her down with a steel chair. Precious Pratt putting the women's locker room on notice, guys, but it looks like Pratt is not coming out here alone. The women's tag team champions, the Arsenal of Justice, Joy and Miasma, seem to be in the corner of Precious Pratt. And I talked about it earlier. When it comes to Tailcoat Val, you know she already has a plan as it pertains to the fourth teammate for the Arsenal of Justice in War Games this Sunday. And perhaps Tailcoat Val has her eyes on Precious Pratt, making some noise with that attack on RVW last week. Val heard it. Now sending Joy, Justice, and Miasma to see how Pratt handles herself against Ellie Quinn here tonight. The Women's World Champion, capitalizing on the chaos we saw at Deadly Games, and Tailcoat Val none too happy about it. Val telling Quinn, that was not your opportunity to take. And now Ellie, I'm sure, not happy with the fact that she has to team with Ashley Rain, with Maggie Shaw. But it's a necessity at this point as Val continues attempting to take over the women's division. Precious Pratt with the Arsenal of Justice watching from ringside, guys, takes on Ellie Quinn, non-title matchup, but Precious Pratt hoping to follow up on her monumental victory against RVW last week, and what a way to do it, to defeat the Women's World Champion here tonight. Good start for Pratt, but control doesn't last too long. Quinn back to her feet, throws out a forearm smash, caught by Pratt, double leg takedown and some hammer fists. Still got our main event to go. Up next, guys, Anarchy Championship on the line as Jason Spade challenges Peligro. Do not miss Absolution this Sunday, live from New York City, baby. Madison Square Garden. War Games comes to CMV for the men and for the women. Not to mention Richard Gelady versus Bison for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. The King of the Hill match on the field is now set. Paul Devine, Peligro, Mr. Green, Hunter Quinn, Chris Andrews, and Jay Young. And even more than that, be there or be square. That's Precious Pratt trying to give Ellie Quinn all she can handle, and then some at the start of this non-title matchup. Dropped chest first on the top rope. Hook to the jaw, gonna spin Quinn around. Pratt with an inverted scoop slam. Followed up by a fish drop. Like what I'm seeing from Pratt here. To the top rope. An elbow drop. Textbook execution. Another fish drop, because why not? How about a third? No, says Ellie Quinn. Too cocky there, too cocky. STO throwing Pratt down. Women's World Champion understanding that she's outnumbered here. She can't fight against Tailcoat Val and the Arsenal of Justice by herself. Whether she likes it or not, she has to rely on Ashley Rain, on Maggie Shaw, on the other women here in CMV. Nice counter of the pop-up powerbomb attempt into a Shining Wizard. Pratt trying to scramble to her feet, but Quinn keeping her down with that drop kick to the rear end. And now trying to take her goddamn head off with that clothesline. Had some real oomph behind it, but Pratt not going to Allow her to stay in control for too long. Jawbreaker there. Staggers the champion. Hip toss taking Pratt down. Massive elbow drop by Quinn. Feeling the fire right now. To the belt, we've seen this numerous times from Quinn. That knee right to the side of the head, or more specifically her shin. Trying to put Precious Pratt to sleep. Gets her only a 2 count though. However, Pratt is not out of the woods. Perfect positioning, and the Women's World Champion knows it. 450 on the money, but Joy Justice jumping up on the apron, distracting Murphy, giving Precious Pratt an opportunity here. 1, 2, and it pays off. Pratt able to kick out. Ellie Quinn should have had this match won. Another big elbow drop. That's what I'm talking about. Ellie Quinn cannot do this on her own. Joy Justice again interfering, this time calling after Ellie Quinn, specifically gives Pratt the chance to roar to the outside. But look at Danielle Reed. Danielle Reed looking like she wants to try something, but restraining herself. Doesn't want to risk the DQ. Referee watching. Ellie Quinn challenging Precious Pratt to step up. She does and gets put down with that springboard. Beautiful disaster kick. Ellie Quinn waiting for Pratt to get to her feet. Turns her around with a hook to the jaw. Ooh, the hook and ladder. Pratt forced again to retreat, but for only a moment as Joy Justice causes another distraction. And Pratt, what the hell? Oh my God! Precious Pratt! I have never seen that maneuver hit like that before. Unique setup from Pratt. Neckbreaker into the butterfly suplex. And again, worked so well before. But the butterfly suplex this time countered into an arm drag. Precious Pratt with the full support of the Arsenal of Justice here tonight, it would appear. Another beautiful disaster kick. Grabs her arm, Ellie Quinn snapping it over her knee. Quinn to the top rope. Could she be looking for another 450 splash? No, a double boot stomp. Trying to put her boots right through Precious Pratt. Sheesh. Rapid kicks to the face. Ellie Quinn. Her second home, the top rope, and here comes the 450 a second time. 1, 2, 3, and Ellie Quinn puts away Precious Pratt despite the numerous interferences by the Arsenal of Justice there. Ellie Quinn given a run for her money here tonight by Precious Pratt, but able to hold her own, stand her ground. But the battlefield emanates live from Absolution this Sunday. That's where the war will take place. War Games. Can the women's division battle back the Arsenal of Justice, or will Tailcoat Val have her plans realized? Well, now, lads and gents, it is time for our main event of the evening. Kill Your Heroes kicking off the night here on Shockwave episode 44. We saw Harvey Hastings and James Wolfe knock off the Cousins of Chaos. Can Team Bloody Brit fire back? Here is Jason Spade get set to challenge Peligro for the Anarchy Championship. Or will Kill Your Heroes rule the night? Ahead, of course, of that clash between Wolfe and Andrews this upcoming Friday on Octane. Will the winner will earn the advantage for their team in War Games at Absolution? Jason Spade, a former Anarchy champion in his own right, but when he captured that title a couple years ago, he didn't get to hold it for very long. But again, more important than even that, momentum is what's at stake. Going into War Games. And we saw earlier tonight, Spade get a stiff slap across the face by Peligro. As Peligro explained to the CMV Universe exactly why he decided to turn his back on them and join up with Kill Your Heroes. Felt as though the disrespect had reached a point that he couldn't stand it anymore. The fans treating him like a joke, even though he's busting his ass, especially over the last few months, to prove he can hang with the best of the best, beating Morgan, qualifying for the rite of passage match at Fortune, beating Blake Virtue to win the Anarchy Championship, but all of that wasn't enough. Stagecat says the fans and those guys in the locker room still look at him as nothing more than a joke to be laughed at. Well, not anymore, says the former Danger Cat, now Peligro. He says alongside the rest of Kill Your Heroes, he's found himself, and he doesn't give a damn about the fans anymore, doesn't give a damn about anyone else but Kill Your Heroes and becoming the star he knows he can be here in CMV. The Anarchy Championship is what this matchup is all about. No countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes here. You win by pin or submission in the ring. As Peligro hopes to further prove himself as a top-of-the-line talent here in CMV by knocking off someone of legendary status like Jason Spade, and at the same time picking up momentum for Kill Your Heroes going into War Games. Definitely pains the heart to see Peligro like this. A fan favorite, beloved by all, turning his back coldly on the CMV universe. Hands off that Anarchy Championship he fought so hard to win. That's what it's all about, baby. Jason Spade, Peligro for the Anarchy Championship here in our main event. And Peligro comes out swinging, looking for a super kick. Spade going for a kick of his own to the gut. Rolls him up. Oh, super kick and Spade! Spade already busted open, as now goes right after that blood like a great white shark. Numerous knees to the back, followed up by a reverse DDT. We ain't wasting any time here. Into the pin. Couldn't be so easy. Spade caught off guard here at the start of the matchup, but able to kick out. Stays out of the way of that springboard savant kick attempt. Drop down in a big old leg lariat, trying to knock Peligro's head up into the cheap seats. moonsault by Spade, gets out of the way, does Peligro. Cheeky jab though, caught, chop to the chest, blocks that forearm smash. Cheeky jab caught again, forearm smash. Woo! Main event already popping. Kick to the lower back and the try for that standing moonsault again. This time it connects for Jason Spade. Once again, got a little bit overzealous. Peligro gonna take another bite out of Spade's forehead. Throws him into the ropes. Look at the blood, man. Not only bleeding, it looks like from a cut on the left side of his head, but bleeding from his nose as well from that super kick. Another leg lariat. That's exactly what Peligro's out for. Blood. A spit in the face of all who laughed at him. Who said he couldn't be the man here in CMV. Well, now look at him. Super kick into the straitjacket German. Spade quickly to his feet out of instinct, able to pop off that kick to the midsection. Now going to send Peligro into the corner. Irish whip counter, though, goes overhead to Spade. Off the ropes, ducking that clothesline. Massive elbow to the chest. Peligro reeling. Spade goes for the pin. Will we have a new Anarchy champion here tonight? Very nearly, but no cigar for Jason Spade. Peligro telling Spade earlier tonight, you know, the Jason Spade of old, the outlaw, would have joined Kill Your Heroes, would have been on our side, rebelling against CMV. But Spade saying, I made mistakes, that's why these fans cheer for me. Not because I'm squeaky clean, but because I've made mistakes, and I fought my way back. Tries to go for that baseball slide, dropkick, Peligro. Go behind, Tiger suplex. Tries to throw out a head kick, Spade. Quickly out of the way, though. And now a Tiger suplex of his own. Forearm smash, and again, one more time, forearm smash to the jaw. Knife edge chop. My man's going hard right now. As he tries to target the knee of Peligro, has him limping away from the ropes there. Goes to the ropes though. There's that savant kick he was trying for earlier. Thrown into the ropes. Leapfrog, drop down, expertly outmaneuvering Spade here. Cartwheel drop kick to the face. But Spade sees an opening, goes for the Color City clutch. Peligro though, stopping him dead in his tracks and now wrenching Spade's arm. Peligro thinking about going to the corner, perhaps thinking about setting up for that big old super kick of his. Oh, right to the back of the head to retain his Anarchy Championship and put down a bloody Spade. Kicks out at 2.999, but he's not finished. Peligro on the corner. No more tuning up the band. Massive super kick. 1, 2. Spade kicks out. Peligro, jaw dropped. Spade needs to get himself some breathing room, but Peligro stays on top of him. Stunned in midair. Some jabs, followed up by a right hook, backbreaker, Russian leg sweep. It's all Peligro right now, firmly in the driver's seat. As we well know, Jason Spade never fully out of the fight. Look at this. Peligro using those claws of his to scratch the back of Spade's head. Once again, a super kick. Inverted Frankensteiner! Spiking Spade at ringside. And Peligro knows full well he's got Spade dead to rights right now. Tries to go for the legs, but Spade just barely, and somehow keeping his head above the water. Knee to the face. Leg drop with some style. Knee drop. Spade throwing absolutely everything at Peligro right now as blood pours down his face. Springboard savant kick again. Got an answer for everything. goes to the corner, maybe thinking about setting up for another super kick. They're gonna claw at the open wounds on Spade's face. Blood all over his hands. As from the corner, Peligro delivers another jaw-shattering super kick. Uno, dos, no tres, no tres, no tres. Peligro, can't believe it. Spade somehow with more to give, but goddamn, just look at his face. A bloody mess. Double boot stomp to the extended arm. Peligro gotta find some other way to keep Spade down. Here goes for another super kick. Spade says enough. Forearm smash puts him in the corner. Fights free to Peligro. Double boots to the face. Super kick, straight jacket German. How many super kicks has it been in this match? Spade desperate, gasping for air. Not gonna give him the chance though. Springboard Hurricane Rana. The fight of Jason Spade has been well documented throughout the years here in CMV, but it's a whole nother level here tonight. Oh! Butterfly facebuster. Thought for a second he was looking for a pedigree. Throw Peligro gut first into the steel steps. Remember, there's no countouts, there's no disqualifications. The Anarchy Championship on the line here. And Spade decides he needs a little bit of help. I'd say so. Pulling out a table. An assist from the Pine. But Peligro looking for something himself. A sledgehammer right to the gut of Jason Spade. And now to the arm. And to the midsection. Spade caught a second time. And Peligro just having himself some fun. But Spade, despite his ribs potentially being turned to dust right there, in the ring, lands it back, lobotomy! Wait a goddamn second! 1, 2! Peligro kicks out. What a main event we are witnessing here on Shockwave, episode 44, with the Anarchy Championship on the line. Spade goes out to the legs. Peligro able to push him back. Pulling him back, but Spade able to see it coming. Kick to the midsection. Knee delivered directly to the face as now Spade dragging him away from the ropes into position for perhaps the Collar City Clutch, attempted again and once more countered by Peligro. Trying for a Tiger suplex, stop to the foot. That's one way to counter out a maneuver like that. Rolls into a monkey flip. Jason Spade, look at that shoulder slumped. Blood covering his entire face. Sweat dripping off of him, but still standing. Jason Spade, a fighter until the end. Another leg drop. A third leg drop. Whatever's working. Spade gonna throw Peligro into the ropes. Taking him down with a Japanese arm drag. Basement drop kick to the face. Peligro now the one forced to retreat. Uno momento. Spade over the top with a plancha. Alabama slammer on the floor. Back of Peligro's head. Smacking off the mat. Little protection there at ringside. Kick across the chest to the back of the knee. My God. Lighten up Jason Spade at the 4th of July here. Peligro trying to get back into the ring. That's the only place this match can end, either by pinfall or submission. Stunner! A stunner from Peligro. But nothing seems to keep Spade down. Once more into the ring we go as Jason Spade valiantly tries to keep the fight up. Another stunner by Peligro. Followed up by some rolling thunder. Scoots back into the pin, hoping, praying that it'll be enough. But it isn't. It isn't enough. Looking around like, how could this be? Peligro wanted to prove himself against the best, wanted to prove he could be amongst the best of the best. Oh, another super kick! Spade number 4, Peligro can open the pin, escapes to the outside. No clean ring entry to be had though. Caught on the rebound, inverted atomic drop, spreads them legs, double leg drop to where the sun don't shine. And again, gonna use those claws to dig into the flesh of Jason Spade. Blood pouring out. In the corner, Peligro lines up his shot, charging Jason Spade, but runs right into an elbow. Now Spade, another Japanese arm drag, another basement drop kick. Peligro to the outside, and Spade once more takes to the air. Even at this point in the matchup, even with barely anything left in the tank, fumes is what Jason Spade's running on here. Even still willing to throw caution to the wind, willing to do whatever it takes. And hang on one goddamn second. A vertebreaker at ringside. The neck of Peligro snapping off the floor. Spade could just get Peligro back into the ring right now. He might have this matchup won, but it doesn't seem like he's content. Board Buster to keep the pressure on. Kick to the midsection, gets caught by Peligro. Back and forth here between these two. And our main event with the Anarchy Championship on the line. Gut wrench suplex by Spade. Not too often you see him pull out an old school wrestling maneuver like that, but at this point he's tried just about everything, so why not mix it up a little bit? Northern Lights suplex. Only it will falls count anywhere, but can only win by pin or submission in the ring here. Peligro, tired as he is. Hang on a second. Pulls out a ladder, trying to set it up between the table and the apron, but Spade interrupts him. Get to the midsection by Peligro. Back into the ring we go. Digging under that ring again. Pulls out the steel chair. But not going to use it. Peligro instead going to grab another ladder. He's adamant. He wants to create this bridge. Spade lying in wait. Oh my God! Super kick! Catching Spade! Holy shit! Holy shit! And now with the chair! Again and again! Thrown into the ladder! Chair! Right to the middle of the back! Peligro has lost his goddamn mind! Stop this match! Stop this match! Spade doesn't know any better! He'll never quit! Throwing Peligro into the ladder. Snake eyes! Jason Spade, how is he still in one piece? How is he still standing? Back into the ring. Beautiful spinning back kick. Spade now targeting every single limb, every single part of Peligro's body. Setting him up for another Verta breaker. But Spade not going for the pin. Now he's pissed off. Now Jason Spade being driven by pure rage. just absolutely ripping Peligro apart and finally delivers. No! Counters! Peligro counters the Lanza Bird lobotomy, and another super kick collapses into the cover. 1, 2, 3. What a match! What a match! But after all is said and done, Peligro still the Anarchy champion. An unforgettable matchup here tonight. But I don't think there's any denying that Peligro on that elite level here in CMV after a performance like that.